Hello, beautiful star seeds. I wanted to hop on and introduce you to a couple of new members of my family. And no, not babies, but pretty much my new babies. We've got a couple of literally absolutely stunning new malas to add to the cosmic mala line that I have with Lily Rose. And I want to just kind of tune into the frequencies, explain them, and really just kind of introduce you to some of these crystals that you may not be familiar with or aware of. Now, there was 2 bracelets that we launched maybe 6-8 months ago. I mean, what is time? But basically they are new earth bracelets. So we really felt like we needed to launch something and release something that was going to help with the transition. They're going to help with the ascension symptoms. They're going to help with the grounding. They're also going to help open you up to new spiritual realms and dimensions. So it's kind of a balance, right? Like as we go through this spiritual transition and shift, we need to maintain that balance. And this is why we put these together, is to maintain that balance. One of the new earth bracelets and malas we have is specifically dedicated to the physical plane of existence. And then the other new earth bracelet we have, and now mala we have, is attuned to the vibrational, kind of realms and the vibrational new earth shift. We also have brought in a brand new addition to the cosmic jewelry bracelet crystal line, which is actually called a quantum convergence, and it's all about transmuting fear, and we've got epic crystals in that. So I want to show you guys these. Now, what's really interesting is every single time we create a new bracelet, a new mala, we have a new idea and how we can help humanity. Both Lily Rose, okay, this beautiful, amazing married couple, and myself, we all get psychically attacked. Like, it is so wild. And now that we've done this, for the past couple of years, it is like clockwork. Every time we have a brand new mala release, a crystal release, they're getting psychically attacked at least 3 weeks leading up to it. Like crazy, crazy shit goes on. Like even right before I did this video, I've been waiting for an hour and a half to do this because the amount of noise and distraction and random shit going on, it's insane. So the first one that I want to show you is the New Earth actually spiritual mala that we have designed and created. So this was in a bracelet form. I have been working with the bracelet for probably a couple months now. So there is shungite, there is, I want to say obsidian. Is it obsidian? Tourmaline, that's what it is. Shungite, tourmaline, kyanite. Yes, shungite, tourmaline, kyanite, which is incredible. If you've ever worked with kyanite, blue kyanite before, so powerful. And then this stone, which you may or may not have ever heard of, it's called dendritic opal. And what's really crazy about this is when we were in the middle of creating these new earth malas and bracelets, I literally came to one of the founders of Lily Rose, and we're good friends, and in a dream, I told Sarah, I said, we need dendritic opal in the new earth bracelet. And this is someone who works with crystals, right, on a daily basis. And she's like, what is dendritic opal? Like, is that even a thing? And she looks it up and it is a thing. And dendritic opal is a very eclectic crystal. It really helps to open you up, but open you up in a very kind of protected way. And this is what we need when we're opening up to these new earth frequencies. We need to open up, but we need to open up in a safe and protected way. I know because my wife is ascending and she's getting hit on all angles with different vibrations and frequencies. So once again, this specifically is the New Earth Mala, and this is for the cosmic connections. but also the balance, because once again, you have tourmaline, what a great grounder, anchor, but also shungite. And shungite has got to be one of my favorite crystals. And then there's also like this as well. It's a little bit upside down, but this is my EA logo. And then it says expand, awaken, and my name. And every time I see this, it almost feels like a medallion of protection is what it feels like. So every time I wear these, I feel so anchored, so protected. And then this one, which I love because I just love this color. I love turquoise, like, well, not the stone turquoise, but the color of turquoise. So this is the other New Earth mala that we developed. And this is the one for the physical plane. So same thing, you've got the shungite, you've got the tourmaline, and then you've got the kyanite at the bottom, but this time you've got apatite. This has got to be they always are able to source the highest quality triple grade crystals, but I've got to say that this is some of the most gorgeous apatite I've ever seen. I love apatite. Apatite is really good for abundance, for balance, for communication. I love that when I wear it, it really activates that heart chakra, but as well as the throat chakra. And this is all for really anchoring in your intentions of the new earth into your physical reality. That's what we need right now. It's all good when it's rainbows and butterflies, but if your life is shit, where do you go from there, right? So the physical one is actually almost, but I love the dendritic opal, so it's kind of a tough call. But it really feels like it's the application of what we've learned throughout the years into our physical life. So that one's really incredible. So both of those are on the Lily Rose website. And we literally just launched this brand new one, and this is the Quantum Convergence bracelet, but also the Quantum Convergence mala that we developed and created. So basically, I channel what crystals need to go into them, and then they are able to kind of put it together in a really beautiful design. And this Quantum Convergence, it has like just absolutely insane crystals in them. And the most insane crystal that it has is Super 7. So if you don't know about Super 7, it is a very rare crystal, and I don't know much about it at a kind of a logical level, but from what I know, Super 7 has 7 different crystal combinations. And we called it the Quantum Convergence, and this is in a bracelet form as well as in a mala form, and I'll show you the mala. And what I really feel about Super 7 is it's very activating at kind of a quantum fractal level, but it also allows us to take all of these other varying parts of ourself to bring them together. And that's why we felt like this needed to be called Quantum Convergence. I've talked about this a lot, but it's kind of the aspect of taking the traumatized fractals of yourself, taking the future fractals of yourself, and all the different parts, all of the different timelines, and bringing them together into the present moment. So with every kind of mala and bracelet, we have cards that go with them, kind of like trading cards. It's pretty cool. And so the other crystals that go into this are smoky quartz. I specifically channeled the smoky quartz into this Quantum Convergence mala and bracelet because when we are converging in between all of these different dimensions and realities, we need to make sure that we can balance between the dark and the light frequencies. And I feel like smoky quartz is the perfect balance between those light and dark frequencies. I have actually quite a bit of smoky quartz hanging around my desk because I really do feel like it still absorbs the negativity while allowing the cleansing to happen simultaneously. And then, of course, the Super 7, and this is what that Super 7 looks like. It's really, really incredible. And then we've got garnet as well. And garnet, you know, I always thought it was kind of a drab stone because it's always just kind of muddy looking. But I started to really access that vibration of garnet. And I even keep a huge hunk of garnet beside my bed and underneath my bed because it is so grounding and protecting into that present moment. And then we've got citrine, and funny enough, I said to them, I really feel like citrine needs to go into this bracelet. And they said, I don't, you know, I mean, there's something else that we can get. And I forget what their alternative was. And they thought it was going to be more powerful. And because the other stone that they wanted was so rare, they couldn't get a hold of enough of them. And they ended up finding this incredible, like high quality, I've never seen citrine like this. Inside the citrine are all these little fractals of rainbows. It's kind of hard to see. And they're like, funny enough, EA, you know, we got the citrine, we got what you wanted originally. And I was laughing. And the reason why I felt like citrine needed to be into the quantum convergence bracelet and mala is because it activates the solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus is great at confidence, but what I really love the solar plexus for is direction. In a world full of infinite timelines, infinite possibilities, how do you know what you want? How do you know what aligns to your highest vibration? Without even logically having to think about it, the citrine comes in, it melds with that solar plexus frequency, and it allows you to navigate those frequencies of timelines and decisions and what is that highest vibration and timeline for you. And what else do we have on this card? Oh yeah, okay. We were trying to figure out like a name for this as well. So the name that we figured out was quantum convergence because that's what it felt like. And this is by far one of the most activating malas I think I've ever owned. With so much super 7 and then the garnet at the bottom and then the smoky quartz in between. And then of course the citrine as well, especially when it sits right there on that heart chakra. So the original name that we were going to go for was like, we were trying to figure out some sort of like fear name because our other intention for this was, wow, there is so much fear in the world right now. What can we do to lessen that fear? And this was also supposed to be like a fear absorber. And that's also what the citrine is good for, activating that solar plexus chakra and helping us navigate through fear. So if you're going holiday season, all right, you're going to see the family, this is a perfect time to check out this quantum convergence mala. I will have all of my links, well, all of the links are actually in my link tree. I'll also post them in the description below. And just a couple more things about the quantum convergence one. It creates hope, trust, prosperity, transmutes fear into strength, promotes childlike happiness, heals and detoxifies the physical body. I forgot about that property too. Garnet's really good about that. And so is Super 7, clearing out the toxins from the body. I think we could all use that at this time. Dissolves self-limiting beliefs. That's the citrine for sure. Discernment and alignment, what I just talked about. And then, of course, enhances infinite possibilities. Once we get our mind away from the limitations that we are presented with right now at this time, we're open to all of it. And like I said, it's great to be open to all of it, but then we also get stuck in all of those possibilities as well. So definitely check out these absolutely powerful, incredible new malas. You can wear them all at the same time, or what I recommend is one at a time to really feel the vibrations of them. And last but not least, I just want to mention that I just got back I gave away some of my my species malas. I actually gave my species malas away to Demi and their sister and their best friend Matthew. but I am so freaking happy to get my gray, my Anunnaki, and my angel species back. The angel one specifically is really good for panic attacks, and I haven't had it in the past couple of months since filming, so I'm so happy to get this back. The pearl and the howlite really just center and calm, and just, yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So definitely check out all of the species if you haven't already. Of course, crystal anything make really incredible gifts, because what I believe about crystals, and crystals on your desk are great and they look pretty and they do something and it's awesome, but when you can actually wear it and have it synced with your body and your vibration and your energy, it just really takes things to a whole new level. So what's great about crystals, especially if you have someone in your family who's struggling, who doesn't really believe in like spirituality, who just won't hear you out, getting them a crystal bracelet, getting them a crystal mala will really help them align their frequency, raise their vibration, and also ground through a lot of negativity and fear-based mindset that's going on right now. And you can pass it off as like a really cool piece of jewelry rather than something that's utility. That's what I love about this stuff, is it looks great, but beyond that, it's actually doing something. And one more thing, I'm just gonna kind of getting the ping to remind you guys, if you do have a lot of crystal jewelry, just like I do, because that's all I wear, please clear it, all right? I think we've got a full moon coming up. Grab some sage, grab a bowl of salt, put it out in the moonlight, put it out in the sunlight, but you could even bury your crystal jewelry. It's great that you wear it every day, but make sure that you're clearing the frequency of it before you put it on. And the great thing about Lily Rose jewelry is they do all of the clearing, they do all of the activating, they do all of the healing while they're making their jewelry. All right. So thank you so much, as always, for being here, and definitely check out lilyrosejewelryco.com, because it's incredible, and I am so lucky to have the amount of beautiful crystal jewelry that I have, and I literally have a go-to one for every single day, every single vibration, every single frequency that I'm feeling throughout my day. So yeah, just saying in a lot of gratitude, and gratitude for all of you as well. Until next time, have an epic rest of your day. I will see all of you in the 5th dimension frequency.